So we're here at Hireacamera, one of the places again we always like to come and visit at these shows, and the man himself here, Guy Thatcher.
Good morning.
Good morning. Guy, for those who don't know, first of all, tell people what Hireacamera is, what it is you do. I think the hint's in the name, but we'll go with that.
Yeah, we hire cameras, but we don't just hire cameras, we hire cameras, video cameras, lenses, accessories, things like the pole cam. Yep. We do lenses, everything from sort of 8mm up to 800mm. We do, obviously a lot of our market is stills, but as there gets more and more convergence, we've got SLRs that are being used for stills, they're also being used for video. 5D Mark III last year, we've got, I don't know, about 20 or so of them. Half of them were probably for video, it's about 50-50 split. This year we'll start to see things like the C100 come through and be used more for the video. So we'll start to see that split changing, and I think actually it is changing as the larger sensor camcorders are coming out. People are moving back to the larger sensor camcorders and away from the SLRs because it's a lot easier to do the job.
And you're talking about the convergence here, and you've got an example here of a typical kind of setup that you guys would help people out with by providing. You want to go? Let's go over this one. Let's have a look what we've got here.
Okay, we've got a C300 here. C300 since it came out has been incredibly popular, and actually the C100 is proving the same as either a B camera itself or in its own right, because obviously you can put the two together. You've got Cinelog on both of them. It's the same sensor, so it's really easy to match them. But what we're finding is we're whereas a lot of people bling things up, and we still get it because unfortunately it is a case whereby a lot of our customers are still having to convince their clients that they're having enough money spent on the equipment to make their production, which is really sad. But what we try and do, and we're kind of a bit unique, is that we try and basically offer the equipment and only equipment that we think is necessary to actually get the job done. So they can then sell that to their customers. They can produce what they need to produce, but without having to spend too much money. And so they actually get some margin out of it. So we've got here Samyang lenses. Now, we were talking about Samyang before. Look, the honest answer is that if you decide to go in and do some pixel peeping, you will see, yes, it is slightly softer. The reality is that if their customer is going to be using this to go out on Vimeo or something, are they going to see the difference? And the answer is probably not. It's more down to the actual production, how it's actually put together. So we can try and save our customers a little bit of money. They've still got C300 on the back end, which allows them to get the job done. And we've got a Zakutu EVF here, so they can actually have their customers seeing what's happening on the monitor up here while they're actually shooting it. So it's all about just getting the job done and getting it done, and in a very quick and cost-effective manner. A lot of our customers, the people they're filming, their time is worth an awful lot of money, and it's about getting the job done as quickly as they can, as efficiently as they can, and making sure their customers happy with not only the end product but how it was shot. So that's kind of where we are finding in more and more sort of how our business is molding.
So you're slightly different in a way to a lot of other hire companies, that people can come to you and say, I'm doing this is my market, this is where the end result's going to go, what's the sort of kit I need, what advice would you, because you're more than just saying, you're not just going to go have a camera, have a lens, you want to make sure it works right for the end product.
Sound as well. We quite often advise people to spend less on the camera and get the sound right, because the reality is it doesn't matter if you've got the most amazing picture known to man, if your sound's rubbish, you've had it. And so we do spend quite a lot of time actually, and in a lot of circumstances, we will advise people don't have a C300, have a C100, save that extra money and put that towards the sound and getting decent sound. So having a decent ECM 77 lapel mic rather than trying to use an onboard mic, it doesn't make sense. So save on the camera or save on the lens and then spend that a little extra. So we do look at everyone on a sort of individual basis to try and see if we can solve it. Some people like having the Zakutu gear, but we also do other gear that isn't Zakutu, which is cheaper. Okay, it doesn't have that final wonderful feel to it, but it will still get the job done. So, it's horses for courses.
Great. Now, if people haven't been able to come and see you here at BVE and they want to find out more or hire some kit from you, what's your website?
It is www.hireacamera.com.
Guy, brilliant. That's great. Thank you very much. Go and have a look at their website. We use kit from them. We hire kit from them. They are brilliant. Everything that we've been doing here at BVE 2013, you will find at our website, which is broadcastshow.com.